In this video, Lo is going to be repairing her nails, and Mya, I'm gonna be doing the voiceover. The voiceover isn't exactly gonna relate to the video, I'm sorry. It's gonna be like those nail storytime videos. I'm gonna try and do one of those, see how it works out. Back in 2020, when the pandemic was new, I actually adopted a dog. This was before a lot of restrictions were placed, so don't worry, I wasn't like smuggling any dogs. Her name is, we're gonna be calling her Momo, because that's cute. So, also because she's right next to me. When I say her real name, then she gets all hyper. But Momo is currently 2 years old. She weighs, I don't know, a lot. She's like a black lab terrier possible pity mix. She's very sweet. Sometimes she can be a bit feisty. When we first got Momo, it was a disaster. I took her upstairs into my room to have her come see. She was really good at the stairs, and I was surprised, and I was like, oh, maybe this won't be so bad. And she started smelling around. She went over to my rug, sniffed at some of the stuff I had on the floor, and then she walked onto my rug. Then she squatted down, and I was like, wait, no, because my dad has a dog, Scouters, and I've seen her pee before. So when Molly leaned down, I was like, oh god, no. And as you expected, she started just absolutely peeing away on my rug, and I was upset. So while I tried to get that situated and tried to move her away from the affected area, guess what she did? She went and she started sniffing my scale, and then I heard her stomping, and I was like, oh my god, please no. And then she took a massive poop. She pooped on my scale, and I was like, oh my god. So I was automatically upset, and I was thinking, this is gonna be a nightmare. And it was for quite a while. While we got her trained, we went to like the dollar store like every couple while they were selling newspapers, and we just got like a bunch of newspapers and laid them all over the house, got a bunch of puppy pads. We tried to buy some diapers, but yeah, she hated that and she was mad. We had to use a little bit of like tape to get it to stay because she has a very long butt. I don't know why her butt's so long, but it is. She has a very long bottom, so it didn't exactly fit. We tried to swaddle her at one point, in which we had to use a bit of hair ties to try and like tie the bottom of the blanket closed, and then she like slid out. Like she slid out like she was covered in butter. We tried to swaddle her because at night she was restless, and we were thinking that the longer she slept at night, the less time she had to make a big mess in the house. Because every time I would go to sleep, I would wake up, and she'd be in a different spot, and I'd be like, oh yeah, you're in a different spot. And then like I'd get up to go to the bathroom or like get a drink, and then I'd see she made a mess. She had a bit of an accident, and I was upset. So for a pretty long time, we were cleaning up a lot of her messes in the house. But she is completely toilet trained now, so I'm pretty happy for her. Also happy for myself, because now I'm not gonna have to clean that up, because that was a bit of a royal pain. When we first had her, she was destructive. Destructive is a very light word for how much I have lost because of her. I've lost at least like, I don't know, like a pretty big amount of money in just merchandise that I own. I don't know if merchandise is the right word. I've lost a lot of money in material items just because of her very inhabitants of our home in the past. Earliest I can remember is she found my eraser and then she started eating it, and I was so scared. I was terrified. And the next day she woke up fine. In fact, it was almost like she felt better after eating my eraser, so she seemed happier. after that, then she just went on a rampage. I would catch her chewing holes in the blanket, eating at my pants. She really liked shoes. She ate a hole in one of Lo's heels, which, don't worry, I hot glued it shut. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but I did my best. Of course, she was a puppy and she was destructive, but I feel like she was way more destructive than most puppies are and were, because my dad's dog, when we first had her, I feel like she kind of ruined my expectations of dogs. Like, she raised them too high, because when we got her, she was already trained, she was very polite, she was very quiet, and she was a very good listener. And Momo was very rude, very loud, and she really liked to listen to herself. I remember one of the things that affected me the most and made me actually mad was I had my headphones, I put them on the table, and when I came back, I guess she had scaled the chair, gotten my headphones off the table, and was just eating away at them. And so, and I was really angry. Looking back at it now, it was just the little fat bits. They're not called fat bits, but it was like the little foam pieces on the headphones. It's not like she ripped apart the wire or anything, but I was really, really angry, and I put her outside, and I just stormed around the house for a while being mad. I went on a walk with my sister. We got Sonic. We went to a nearby bookstore. I went to the dollar store where I actually was able to pick up some earbuds. They were awful. I got them because they were glittery and pink, and they were incredibly painful. I wouldn't recommend getting earbuds from the dollar store unless they have those little squishy silicone pads on them, or else you're just gonna be in pain. Also, they didn't stay in because my ear holes are really small and stupid. I don't know. After that, she didn't do anything awful like that again, except for when she actually chewed through the cord for my heater. Yeah, straight through it. So now whenever I'm really cold and wish I had a heater, then I just I look over at her, and then the anger in my heart is rekindled yet again. But I love her. She's not nearly as destructive anymore, but let me list off all the things that I've lost due to her. So the original padding for my headphones, gone. Multiple pairs of shoes, including ones that were by that one brand, I think it's Candy. They looked like they had paint on them, and they were Velcro, and I loved them because they were so comfortable. Those are gone. My Five Nights at Freddy's blanket, very, very mad about that. Absolutely angry. That's gone. A few pictures that I drew, also gone. My sanity, also gone. The cushion to a couple of my chairs. Yeah, she just ate through a lot of things. I get it. It's her teeth. She needs to nibble, or else her teeth will get sad. But also, I don't know. Whenever we got her chew toys, then she would just eat them. She would eat them. One time, Mya and Lo went out for Valentine's Day. We went to go get some new clothes, and we got some donuts. The donuts were really good, and I also got my ears pierced, in which they closed up because they were very itchy and I didn't like them. We went out, and when we came back home, we sat the box of donuts on the table. And there was a donut in there that I was saving for later. It was a regular glazed donut, but it was one of those tube ones, had chocolate cream in it, so good. Wish I could have finished it, but guess whose big old paws came slapping into the room and then hopped on the table and then ate it? Momo. She came and took it like it was hers, and when I came to try to stop her, she looked like she was about to chew it, but then when she saw me coming, then she just completely swallowed it whole. And I have never felt more hurt in my life. I felt betrayed, to say the very least. So you know, she did that. I was very scared when that happened. I was scared, rather distraught, but then she was completely fine. She was completely okay. She went through a phase where she would go outside, you know, into the backyard. She would go and play, and we would always let her in. But one day she decided that she wasn't going to come in. She stayed out there, and I tried to get like a blanket as like a butterfly net to like rope her in and like carry her in like she was like a big bag of like fish or something. Really stupid idea, and probably got the blanket dirty for like no good reason. I was out there for like a few hours, and then I came literally I came crying to Lo, and she had to like scoop Molly in, and when she came back in, she was like holding Molly like a purse, if I remember, and Molly looked very defeated. But it was pretty funny. Looking back at it now, it was pretty funny, but also I'm still stressed out thinking about it. One time early in the morning, I let Momo out to go pee in the backyard again, and there was a plank of wood that my dad's dog literally tore down to get to the dog next door. But to Molly, that little hole, which was usually either covered up by a plank of wood or one of our lawn chairs, it was like a magical portal to another dimension. So of course she liked to, look through it, smell the next door neighbors through it. And that fateful morning when I came out to bring her back in, I didn't see her, and I was screaming for her. I was about to cry, and then I hear little tiny footsteps, or I guess paw sounds. No, that's dumb. I hear like the sound of grass, and I see her big old face sticking through the neighbor's yard, and then she comes in like nothing happened. Like, oh, hi mom. Yeah, I was just in here. Why are you so worried about me? It's not like it's like you're scared or something. That's so crazy. And I was like, what the heck? So yeah, I was very cautious about losing her from then on. Let's talk about some of her weird habits, shall we? She likes to nibble on her teddy bear before bed. It is very, very sweet. She likes watching the TV. She likes to watch Minecraft the most. That's a very important thing about her. She is very, very picky with her food, her kibble mainly. If we have to like alternate it, or else she'll just stop eating it and want something else. It's not even like she's not eating because she's sick. She's just so picky. She's just so picky and kind of ungrateful. So we have to like put little special surprises in there to make her want to eat it. She will go out onto the balcony and she will scream bloody murder if anyone comes close to like to the apartment, unless it's a person. And when I say anyone, I'm talking about like dogs. Doesn't matter if it's her best friend, she's gonna yell and bark and shake the whole balcony. She likes to follow me everywhere. She follows me, she follows Lo, and one of her favorite pastimes is not just licking strange spots for no good reason. She enjoys goosing people. She gets her big cold wet nose and she like jams it into our butt or like into the crotch, and it is so awful, and I'm like, oh my gosh, no, please spare me. It is always so terrible. I'm like, oh god. She likes to run around and chase us and smile while she does it. She is an absolute character. I love her, but I don't know what she's up to half the time. But yeah, this was really nice. I got to tell you guys about, oh my god, I hate our upstairs neighbors. They're so loud. I really enjoyed making this video. I really enjoyed watching Lo do her nails. As you can see, the end product is very, very beautiful, very shiny, very glossy. very lovely and they're not broken anymore, so that's good. And I got to tell you guys about a very important little pup in my life, so I'm happy, I'm content. If you liked this, then consider giving a like, possibly subscribing, that would be cool. And yeah, oh, one more thing. If the comments are off in this video, we're not doing it. YouTube keeps on turning off our comments, and I'm mad and also I'm a bit sad, and I don't know why. I can't fix it, but I'm working on it. Okay, have a wonderful day, and I love you, and mwah, and bye.